What's going on, everybody? How's everything doing today? If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you are already subscribed, welcome back. So I have a question for you. Does anybody know who this is and where it's from? All right, I'll give you a clue. It's from the 80s. All right, and this bad mojo bobo right here. See, I don't want to say the, just in case there's kids listening. Does anybody know who this is? Let me just go show you how bad this guy is. That's right. He's one of my classic villains. And I just gave you another clue. All right. So again, today what I want to do is I want to talk a little bit about art. Right. So I want to talk about, I know you see a lot of times I'm using Sharpies, and it's not a professional pen and all this other stuff with the ink. Now, there are, it's not an official, authentic ink, right? It's not what professionals use, right? But it's just as good. Maybe the pens and everything they use for fine detail, the ballpoint, tin point that they use, the ink, it's of course it's going to be more bold and stand out more, right? But I've never had a problem with Sharpies. I never had a problem with Sharpies. I actually just got this for my airbrush. Where's my airbrush? There it is. There's my bad boy. So this one is actually an old school one. This one is not a gravity feed like the other one was. My gravity feed is still it's still messed up. All right, this is another one that I got. Hold on, let me just put this down over here. So this one right here, I'll just show it to you real quick. Pop this off. All right. So this airbrush is supposed to be for really fine details, right? And this is the gravity feed cup, okay? This one right here is about $400. I got this in 2009. What happens is it's bubbling. It's pushing paint back. That means that there's an air leak, right? So as you can see, I took this apart, and you can see basically right here you would take this piece off, and it's threaded. I use beeswax or lip balm. That's what Iwata said at the on the website, to use that in order to I guess put it into the threads just in case there's air leaking and whatnot. When you use this and for like old paint and stuff like that, but it still has an air leak. I tried to call them, and well, because of the whole corona, I can't get a hold of anybody. Go figure, right? So that's basically what's happening right now with the airbrush. This is an old school one. This one works just as good. I don't want to say just as good. I'm sorry. This is more for I don't like how this is not a gravity feed. As you can see, this is a gravity feed right here. I mean, this isn't a gravity feed. So basically, let me just put this down real quick. All right. So this right here, I'm gonna open this up. Now, the reason I don't like this is because, as you can see, you see how this goes all the way down there, and it's like, I mean, you would have to, I guess that's way too long. I mean, you would have to cut that, I guess. I guess not. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see how it is. But I don't like, it's supposed to click right into here like that. It's exactly how it's supposed to go. Right? And then you're supposed to airbrush just like that. All right? The problem with these is I feel like if I guess you would have to keep it like this, right? But I have a tendency to go down like that. When you're going down like that, all the paint is going down here, and that's how you get air bubbles, and you'll see it splatter. And I like the gravity feeds better. That's why I invested in it. This by itself was around was it 200? Maybe I think it was like 150 or 175, 200. It was one of those, right? So this one right here is actually like $200 more. All right. So to make a long story short, the reason why that you see me do when you see me do this kind of work, Okay, and the reason I don't mark it in is because I really want to airbrush it. I really want to airbrush it. Am I going to airbrush it? I really want to. But the problem with airbrushing is that it's not going to... It has an air leak. So how can you do it, right? So I want to talk more about... So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the part 2 where I'm going to finish drawing the Spider-Man. And we're going to work... These are a different kind of marker, right? Concept and Prismacolor. This one is $6.99 by itself. This is, I think, $2. Okay. Again, the quality of it, you could see, like, I don't see any real difference except for the name. This is professional. I don't know if this is a professional, I would say, but it's, you know, I used to use, when I was younger, I used to use like Crayola and that kind of stuff. And to be honest with you, you know, I wasn't too happy about that. So to get back to what I was saying about these, you know, that's the reason why I bought these. So we're gonna get into this, and I just want to touch base on you. And the other thing I want to point out is I do backgrounds. Do I like doing backgrounds? I hate it. And I'm gonna tell you what. There's people out there that just do backgrounds. There's people out there that just do characters. There's people out there that just do inking or writing, or, you know, there's so many. Like when you go to the store and you buy a comic book and you open it up and you see the index, just look in the front and see how many artists are there. You'll see an artist that's a penciler, then you'll see an artist who's an inker, and then you'll see an artist who's does backgrounds, and you'll see an artist who maybe finalizes everything, touches everything up. You know, I do everything. Do I like to do backgrounds? No. You know, and again, the whole reason that you always see me inking instead of color, like instead of doing the pencils, is because I get monetized. These videos get monetized. You know, I love to put my regular songs on and listen to Tupac or listen to Biggie or listen to John Denver or Phil Collins or anybody else like that, or Earth, Wind and Fire, Temptations, but they get copyright claimed. So I don't know about you, but when I draw, I drift off. I let my hand do everything. My mind's not there. What I mean by drift off is I like to listen to music. And to be honest with you, music to me is it goes hand in hand with my drawing. Okay? And it gets boring when you're drawing and you don't have the music. To me. Okay? So to make a long story short, that's what, yeah. A little shout out to Jerry's Artorama. That's actually where I went to get some of my art supplies. All professional-like. So anyway, to get back like what I was saying, give me a shout out. Let me know about who's this guy right here. And I just want to show you real quick. Right? So you're able to... Come on, man. Look at that. Oh! I just messed it up. If you could read that, that's basically what it is. But what's his name? That's what I want to know. I basically showed you what it turns into. I basically showed you where it's from, right? But let me know in the comments who's his name. Let me know what his name is. And Mumra, bad Mumra. Later.